had this idea that people you love should know that they love. Oh my God. The people that you love the most should know. So I had this grand idea to like write letters to everybody I loved, and just like family, friends, people that like made a difference in my life. I'm the emotional sibling, is what my siblings would tell you. So the first person I decided to write a letter to was my Nana. And then due to my ADHD brain, I didn't write any more letters. I just wrote one to my Nana because she's made an impact on my life and who I've become, and I think, she's important to me, so I wrote this letter to her. I wanted to read it to her when she was still here, but I kind of chickened out and just never did. So I'm gonna read it to you, and hopefully she's listening. Dear Nana, I wanted to start off by saying I love you. You have been one of the greatest influences in my life. You've been someone I have watched my entire life in complete awe of you. Whether it be your perfectly done hair, your unforgettable laugh, or your class, you have been such a force for me to look up to. I wanted to write you this letter to let you know truly how much you've meant to me throughout my life. From being a small child and not really understanding what a role model was, you just were. You're strong, brave, hilarious, kind, stunning, and so much more. I only dream to be the kind of woman you are. You truly are incredible. Wait, I lost my place. You truly are a celebrity in my eyes. I hope you know just how incredible you are. I've looked up to you as the model woman before I really knew what I was looking at. You have always carried yourself with such style, grace, and badassery. Your ambition to travel across the globe 60 plus years ago has led us here. I'm so grateful that you did. I see a lot of myself in you now that I'm older and slightly wiser. My sense of adventure and wonder for what the world has to offer comes from you. I'm sure you had the most to do with our family's good looks, and I thank the Australian gods for that. Every story you tell me about your travels and everything you have been through has inspired me. There is a reason you are the only person I have ever tattooed on my body. I love you, Nana. But I'm also going to tell the story about when I did get my tattoo. I wanted to get it for her, not as like a memorial. I wanted to get a reaction. I needed to know how she'd react. And I had this plan for a long time. Eventually I got it, and I walked in her house. She never thought I was going to do it. I told her for like years, Nana, I'm going to get this picture tattooed. And she refused to believe it. And then I show up one day, it's tattooed, and she just shrieks. I couldn't do it. And it was just like, I knew what was coming, and she just like bawled. And then as time went by, she was like, okay, no, I do look pretty good in the photo. And then we'd be at the nursing home, and she would pull her friends from different corners to come, oh, my granddaughter, look at her arm, look at her arm. Right. Now she was very proud of it eventually, and I think she maybe got over her fear of like tattoos and me making a bad decision. But on that note of her shrieking and everything, I want to tell a funny story about George. Used to be, like, we would go over to their house for breakfast or whatever after church, and all the cousins would be there. And we'd find like this old raggedy teddy bear that had like stuff coming out of it. And George would just like run up to her, open like the stuffing, and be like, Nana, fluff! And she would scream at the top of her lungs. Yeah. Like so scared. And we're like, it's nothing, what's your problem? It's just fluff. And she would just be like, but I think she was like playing into the bit, like she knew that we loved it so much that she would just do it. Like, but I know Nan, I don't think anything actually scared her. It was just the fact that maybe her grandkids scared her. Yeah. I think we're very fortunate that we got 91 years with Nan, because if I'm gonna like tally it up, I think all of us grandkids alone have taken a few years off her life. Not to mention her husband and other children that she had might have taken a few years off her life. So we're very fortunate we got 91 years with her. And yeah, I just wanted to say that we're lucky to have her. We were lucky to have her in our life. She was a wonderful human being, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I didn't plan an ending, but I love my Nana, and everybody in this room did too. So I'm happy to know her, and I'm happy that everybody loved her the same way that I did. So love you, man. Cheers to her if you guys have a drink.
Cheers.